Oh, you're not going to be able to exclamation mark song this. No, no, no. This is Jizz on the Wall. This is my new vocal stim. Get ready for me to say... Hold on. Get ready for me to say this about 100 times today. Jizz on the wall. I can't stop thinking about it. It's invaded my brain. So sorry in advance. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I guess I can leave this on in the background. I'm reusing some old Kidders art here because it was just so good. I couldn't let it go to waste just using it once. I'm back to Moselina brain just a little bit lately. I've been doing raw random runs in my spare time, and I was like, you know what? Why not stream this? It's still... I know it's like I streamed this game so much that it got kind of stale, but it's been long enough. The gestation period has more than occurred, and I think it could be fresh for a little bit again, so... I don't know if I'll do this more than once, but, God, it's hard to talk while listening to this. I love how, like... So this is based... By the way, this song uses samples from the Donkey Kong Country TV show. It's so funny how, like... Hold on. The guy who plays Donkey Kong is, like, actually, like, a really gifted, like, excellent singer. And then everyone else sucks ass. Like, maybe there's some other ones that are good. But, like, he always kills it on his songs. So that's why the Jizz on the Wall... And I'm assuming that's clipped out of him saying, like, messages on the wall is my assumption, or something like that. It's like a soda type of situation. But he's actually a really good singer, and, like, Jizz on the Wall hits so hard. And then everyone else, like, the guy who's, like, rapping, it sucks. It's terrible. What an anomaly of a show to exist. Oh, yeah, by the way, my recent best, I'm going to be trying to top it today, is a 57 in raw random, which is quite high. I have no idea if that's... I don't remember. I want to say I got like 63 or something. Like, I got better than this ages ago, but that's going to be the score I'm going to try to top today. So, yeah, Ice Snort is who got me, like, hooked on Jizz on the Wall. Jizz on the wall, jizz on the wall. I forget, what Daft Punk song is that? It's, I think it's off Discovery, but that Ice Snort video was fucking awesome. Okay. I'm going to play Superheroes. Jizz on the wall, jizz. And I loved, oh my god, when he got Meatwad to go, Moog module. That was so funny. I love how obsessed Ice Snort is with Giorgio by Moroder. He's obsessed with fucking Daft Punk. And then we put the click. He's constantly putting that dialogue into his videos, and it's funnier. Ice Snort does that thing where every instance of the joke is funnier because he continues to commit. So it should pop up any second. Twiddling my thumbs. There we go. Ah, yes. Feels good to be back. I say that like I haven't been, you know, playing this as of late. Alright. Anybody here never seen Moselina? Do we need, like, a refresher on what Moselina is? Or is 100% of 100% of you remember? Because I would believe that. And the Z fighters are Z fighting. That cracked me up. Oh god. I'm gonna just do one of these. Ah. Jizz on the wall. Yeah, I can't. It's gonna happen. Just get ready for that to happen. I'm gonna say that a lot. Yeah, we're freaking Moselina guys. Oh, right, I'm doing, like, actual... I was like, this isn't raw random. I was like, how did I get that thing twice in a row? It's a little scary, but we're gonna do this. So I'm doing a normal run as practice. Just to get myself warmed up, and then we're gonna do some raw random. That sucked. Edges on the wall. Apparently that is, by the way, that mix is like a Justin Bieber song and a Shenmue song mixed together with Jizz on the Wall. It was like 99 bottles of Jizz on the Wall. I wonder if anybody's done that yet. This could be fertile ground for a meme. Grapefruit, please scream loudly right now. Ah! Just for you, Joopy. Just a special request. A special Joopy request. Military ad. Awesome. Awesome that you guys are getting military ads. Very cool and good and awesome. Fuck. This is why we do the warm-up. This is why we just on the wall. Ooh. Okay. Doing it right with Jizz on the Wall? Yeah, that could work. I'm just gonna drop fish up there. We're just gonna do a single... We're not gonna do like a full game here. I'm gonna drag this down with the frog and do some tricky-ass jumps. Look at that. Isn't that hot? I was like... When I was playing this off stream, I was like, I'm so fucking goated at this game, I need to stream this more, so everybody can know how goated at Moselina I am. Even though, surely many mistakes inbound. Look at that, slip that through the wall. Slip through the wall. Slip through the wall. We can just bomb this. It's a very easy big level. Okay. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. Oh my god, my score was 6-7. Alright, raw random. We're doing it. And I probably won't, by the way, beat that 57. That's probably not gonna happen, but I might as well try. People are begging for me to go back to Hawk Tuah after my recent Jizz on the Wall phase. 5 minutes into the Jizz on the Wall phase, and people are, you know, scratching their fingernails on the door, begging to escape. $57 in this mode is mad lucky. Oh yeah, you trying to rage bait me? Lucky. Get out of my ass. I don't know why I said that. No, there's a certain amount of luck involved, but you know, I got myself out of some pretty fucking tricky situations, man. Lucky. Eat my frickin' shorts. Oh, I actually might be screwed here. Yeah, wow. I only have one camera charge for this. I would need to do some hokey nonsense with this one camera charge. You know, maybe just shoot the camera... Oh! And then do a little... Juice on the... Just... On the... Juice on the... Alright, ready? Juice on the... No! Wall! Yes! Okay, there we go. Phew. That could have been bad. If I didn't have that one charge. Ooh. Speaking of could be bad. I think this should work. Just let that bounce a little bit. Bounce on it yeehaw style. Ah, it feels good to be back. Okay, we'll just make that sit in place. Make it just on the wall. Just on the wall. Okay. By the way, folks, it has come to my attention that, oh, this may have been a stupid mistake. Let's just waste a clock for that real quick. Normally, I feel like I can do that obstacle shockingly well without using any items. It has come to my attention that there is a grapefruit reference in the Five Nights at Freddy's fan game, Five Nights at Frick Bears 3. Now, I'm not familiar with the Five Nights at Frick Bears series, saga, but apparently the screenshot of the level that I said looked like Springtrap shows up in what I am told is a popular FNAF fan game. So, you know, there's that. We can all live with that information now in our heads. Jizz on the bear. I don't have to play it now. No, I don't. That's incorrect. Incorrect statement from chat. I do not have to play it now, and no disrespect. I'm absolutely not disrespecting my goat, Five Nights at Frick Bears, but I do not have to play it now. Incorrect. Ooh. Nothing a little impulse can't solve. Wow. Whoa. Okay, the big levels. It's like the little levels I usually aren't even a threat. It's the big levels you gotta worry about. I do some weird gear shenanigans here. Oh, yeah, I'm going into Gear 5! Holy shit! Luffy! I love saying Luffy, because then you get to weed out all the filthy One Piece fans. Imagine naming your kid Monkey D. They fucking hated his ass. I loved that thing going around. There was like somebody tweeted that was like, oh, like Gear 5, the animation is so fluid and excellent, and everybody was just like roasting it. They were like, actually, like all the pacing and timing of this clip is like god awful compared to the like Looney Tunes cartoons it was clearly informed by. I saw a clip of One Piece, the anime, and I know it's like the One Piece anime is like, even like One Piece fans don't really like it very much, apparently. But I saw a fucking clip, and I swear it was unedited, but it was like a character like throws a punch and recoils from the punch, and that scene takes like 2 full minutes. It was like absurd. I was like, is this real, or is this like a parody of a show with terrible pacing? That was a little clutch. That was my last item. I could not fucking believe that what I was seeing was real and like shown on television. I was like, I couldn't fucking believe it. I just couldn't believe it. Okay, we know the strat for this one. Just don't even worry about that fruit. Your jump won't reach it, and that bomb will launch it into the stratosphere. Somebody said, I got one piece for you right here, mister. Zip. They said zip. Like unzipping one's pants, I'm assuming. There was some, I hate to just, this is a recurring bit now, where I just recount like Twitter dunks that I thought of, but sometimes I'll think of one and I'm like, that's good, man. It's a shame that only like one person who hates me will see this. There was a guy that said something, that I said something about like, oh, like, you know, people disliked Penny Arcade so much because of crap like this, and I'm not going to get into the whole like drama, but there was a Penny Arcade fan who responded, and they said that my recounting of that is totally ahistoric, right? And I've never heard somebody use the term ahistoric, but you know, I can infer that it means not in accordance with what actually happened in history. But all I could think was, I'm gonna give your ass a historic whoopin'. Which is like, it's like a Chuck Norris joke, tier joke, you know? But oh my god, I thought I cooked so hard with that one. Tycho has been eliminated from play. A historic. It's like, how many opportunities in one's life are you gonna get to use that own, right? A historic ass whoopin'. I'm really at a loss for what to do here, actually. I think I'm just gonna jizz on the wall. A historic. I'm gonna try my hardest. Oh no, that's bad. Okay, well, fuck. Oh, this might be the end of the run. I need this frog to balance on the tippy tip point of this, which is not likely. They do not like to. They don't like to do that. Damn it. Okay, well, there's, you know, first run double digits is not terrible. Biff. Boff. Part of the satisfying, oh, I feel a sneeze. Oh. Satisfying. One of the really fun, and satisfying parts about playing raw random when you're, like, pretty damn good at the game is you can, just fly through some of these levels. Uh-oh. I'm just gonna wait for that to fall back into my hands. Is on the wall. A bunch of people said bless you, and then somebody said curse you with a bunch of U's in all caps. Now, is that the Wicked Witch of the West saying curse you? That's a random snipe from me, but I think that's the Wicked Witch of the West saying that. That's the, like, curse you! The famous clip. Oh my god, you are really yucking my yums right now, man. There's that famous clip. And you gotta blow. That was the reference. I'm being told that was the reference. Curse you! That's such a cringy, like, line reading. What was that? That was from, like, the Sam Raimi, like, the Wonderful Fucking World of Oz or whatever, his stupid Wizard of Oz movie. Well, this has been a misuse of frogs. Oh! Yeah, okay, kill me. Jizz on the wall. None of that should have been hard. That should have all been really, really easy. Just fumbled it time and time again. Buh. Gotta be careful not to get too overzealous and fling myself into the ceiling. I mean, with a well-placed impulse, we could delete 3 of these off the top. Oh. Well, you know. That kind of fucks it all up, but whatever. I got boxes, I've got options, I got the wall. Whoa. Just such an angelic, like, Donkey Kong singing voice. Who would have thought that he would be a crooner? Just on the wall. God, the second layer update is just such a blessing. It's so crazy that there's so many new levels, so much new music. They really cooked. Oh. The FAQ is ancient now? Is there outdated informations in the F gray queue? Oh god. You know what? It'll bounce the spike ball. Okay, well, you know... Sadly, that is not a path back, but we can use these arrows to accommodate. I always call them arrows. They're spears. Ah, I think that hit a fruit. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, well... Bubbles' patience at times can be the key. Oh! Just let it float down. Oh, I did hit a fruit, but it just fell into a pit. Okay. We should be good. Just use those legs to do the talking. And I'm gonna try... It's risky because I risk deleting the portal here. Still not great. We'll just take it from this side. Put your blood type in there. In the FAQ. I don't know my blood type. Does anybody know their own blood type? Who hasn't needed it for, like, medical reasons? How would you know? How would you know? When I think about blood type, I think about that fucking post that's like... Dr. House has the... There's a clip from, like, House MD that's like... I forget, I always call it... I think of him as Watson. Who's House's gay lover? Where they show them having, like, rigorous anal sex on the show, on primetime. Wilson. Oh, his name is Wilson. That's why I think of him as Watson. God, what a fucking trite thing to do. Oh, we got our modern Sherlock Holmes, and the guy's name is Wilson. Fuck you. But there's a clip that's talking about, like, Wilson has, like, the universal recipient, or he has the universal donor blood type, and Dr. House has the universal recipient blood type, and people are like, so top and bottom? Is what you're saying? Ooh, nice. That was actually pretty good. So they're pitching and catching, so to speak. Ooh, fuck. It was actually pretty bad that I did that. Yeah. That's fine. We'll probably be fine. Oh! That's also fine. Bonk. Just want to be as conservative about using these items as possible. But we'll be fine, we got the gun. Jizz on it. Wall. Ooh. An interesting block to have get mobilized. I should just jump right into it. Alright, now check this out, watch. I don't even need to do this. Kill me. It was totally unnecessary, and I fucked it up. Jump up the wall. Jump up the wall. I always, like, dream that I'll be able to make that jump, but I never do. Fans are saying that the reviews are in. Jizz on the Wall is the hottest new bit of 2026. Is this the first meme of 2026? Everybody's talking about Jizz on the Wall right now. Oh, that was terrible. How did I fuck that up so bad? Okay, we're fine. Boot. Boot on the button. God, that's just... there's something kind of sexual about that, I think. Wouldn't you agree, chat? Just... pressing on that button, so to speak. Oh, God. No. No? What do you mean? Let's just say, if you understood the full extent of the physics interactions that were occurring there, you would agree with me that it was slightly sexual. Alright, nice. We love that. It's really only a horny posting that seasoned Moselina players will understand. Ooh. Ooh, buddy. Not exactly what I wanted to have happen, but honestly, better than what I wanted to have happen. Ooh. Might be a little awkward getting those. I'm gonna use the rune instead of my instinct, which is to use the clock. Blum, blum. Oh, this song slaps. I love. Somebody in the chat earlier was like, "How could you possibly care about this game's soundtrack?" Oh yeah, with that part when it goes, blim blim blim. That just hits so fucking hard, dude. And then it goes, "Juice on the wall." Oh. Oh. Just on the wall. Just on the wall. Just on the wall. That's fine. It actually makes your, like, jumps, your mashing jumps actually work better. If you say that. Yeah, I'll keep using these apples. You know, it's shocking. Somebody made, like, a mod that turns the fruits in this game into grapefruits. And yet I don't use it for some reason. Why? Would it compromise my integrity to do so? I should really, like, install that. I placed this a little bit too high up. Some people would use a ball here, but not me. I'm gonna jump up the wall. Fuck. That would have been a perfect opportunity to do that maneuver. Nice. Okay. Now we can use the ball to not get up there. Ladder? Oh, ball and ladder. What? You know, I'm just gonna do this. Some levels, like, aren't difficult on paper, but they kind of just end up being difficult. Look at this. Look at that nerd gun use. Actually using gun for, like, its primary intended purpose and not warping. Cringe. Gosh, there's a chance that just takes out that fruit altogether. Nope. But we can just do this. Slap it down. Oh, that's fine. Now it's in a position where we can, like, nail it with a pomegranate. Hopefully. I'm gonna slap this down again so it bounces back up. Fuck. Didn't do it in time. Look at this, look at this. Hot! Oh. Oh! Okay, hear me out. Just... 20. Not bad, not fucking bad. Oh! Fuck was any of that? Oh. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Leg my way out of this one. Feet and legs. That's how I operate. Let me out! Ah! Oh, it sucks that that clip starts with me saying feet and legs, that's how I operate. I've never seen that in my life. That is an entirely new interaction to me. That was crazy. That's gonna set the Discord ablaze when that makes it onto there. Holy shit. That was fucking bonkers. Oh. Ooh. I'll just pull one of these. You know what I mean. I don't know why I was so, like, zealous about doing that. We could... Oh, there's 5 fruits here, you say? God damn. Oh, this is actually a pretty fucked up level. Oh, but there's a platform over there I can use. Let's just nestle in here. Just on the wall. Bouncer, do not fuck me over. Ah. Whoa! No! That's probably it, Chief. Boing. If I think it could be done. I think this jump could be done. Jump could be done. Oh! Okay, but then it's like you get these spring boxes, and then it's like, then what? You just gotta use them to get back instantly. Yep. That was a pretty fucked up big level. As big levels go. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Almost very cool. Almost. Come on, little buggy. Oh, fuck you. I missed the perfect opportunity. Whatever. This is a tricky one. This is a second layer level. And this is a pretty screwy one. We're gonna actually just blow that off screen. Oh, whoa. Oh, it's still spinning though. Whatever, I got under it. The thing is, will it actually be able to, like, move over there? I love this. How did 3 of the 4 spikes on it get cut off by the edge of the screen, but the middle block did not? Go over there. There we go. It's like a little clown head just tumbling into the distance. I'm gonna move this to the side. And then we're just gonna try to use... Oh, that might throw it off the side of the screen, but it's gonna be really close. No. Oh, I fucked up big time. Oh, and that one's gonna go over there too. Okay, my only option is to, like, lay a bomb and then, like, stomp it down there. Nope. Just... Yup. Interesting tools here. But I'm probably going to use them in a pretty boring way. The temptation with unbox, is just to annihilate the entire level. But I don't think it really would have worked out there that much. The only reason it, like, pushed those fruits off the side of the screen was because they had gravity because I'd already touched them. Okay. Whoa, that was hokey. Does the bubble float down? It does. So, like, sit here for a bit. I think I could probably just, like, sneak into that portal anyway, but I kind of want to do the extra little tiny bit of swag. Nice. Did you see that all of Latin America wanted to kill Toby Fox? Yeah. Some of the most annoying, like, blob slop I've ever seen in my entire life, actually, I think. And you gotta be wicked fucking annoying blob slop to be at the top of that ranking, because blob slop in and of itself is an annoying, but, like, people are making blob slops of Toby Fox, and it's insane. I understand being frustrated about a game not getting translated. I guess to anybody who doesn't know, the current... I'm still stuck in, like, fucking Undertale, Deltarune, Twitter hell. It's a nasty place. But, there's a bit of a controversy that, like, there's a huge Latin American fan base for Undertale and Deltarune, and they've been making do off of fan translations for a really long time. And Undertale has a official Japanese translation, and of course an official American version or English version. Lol. Fuck, what's happening? Yes. So there's been some, like, clamoring for a translation that would accommodate those fans. But Toby Fox, like, it was like Undertale Twitter got, like, riled up super fucking hard about this, to the point where Toby Fox gave the rare, like, public statement saying, like, here's why I didn't do this. And it was basically, it amounted to, I actually speak English and Japanese, and I can actually directly oversee those translations and make sure they're up to my, like, specific standard of quality and that they're accurate. But I can't really say the same for any other languages. But people are now drawing fucking, like, blob slop of Toby Fox, where they're like, I know he gave an official statement, but what if I made up, like, a way meaner, shittier statement, and pretended that he said that instead? And it's all been very insufferable. And it's like, man, like, it's a worthy cause getting games translated, but I feel like at a certain point, when people are asking, what is blob slop? You know, when people on Twitter, you guys don't live on Twitter, what are you talking about? When people, like, go, oh, here's a perceived injustice in the world, and they represent it by opening up, like, Photoshop or MS Paint or, like, GIMP or whatever, and drawing, like, a little cartoon of, here's my, like, straw man of this situation, you know, here's my like shitty misinterpretation of what's happening that's meant to make me feel like the victim in this situation. That's blob slop. It's yeah, Fallen Chungus kinda does make blob slop. Like a woke Wojak. Not really, but I like that phrase. It sounds like something you would make Hank Hill say in a YouTube poop. Woke Wojak, and you use the same, like, woe syllable for both words. It's not really a woke Wojak. Like, they can be very unwoke. But kinda. The multi-fandom enjoyer is blob slop. Yeah, I mean, that's not really... Blob slop, to my mind, is usually, like, meant to be incendiary. It's meant to be, like, engagement bait, basically. But it's a very specific type of, like, little, like, Quirk Chungus drawing. God, I can't... Shoot me for all the words I'm saying this stream. It's like a little Quirk Chungus drawing of the situation. And usually horribly misrepresents what's going on in the actual real world. We gotta fucking put him down. Joopy quit on the spot. I hate talking about blob slop. Can we go back to jizz on the wall, please? I don't know what's over there, and it's making me nervous. I'm not just sitting here thinking about blob slop. I'm actually trying to, like, consider how to do this optimally, but it's not really coming to me. Oh! Oh! Okay. This is a tough one, man. Ow. But it's bad, like, Undertale has never really had, like, a controversy. And so, the second it got a controversy, it's like, oh, well, you know, we're all about to get some harsh reminders that, you know, despite the, quality of these games, the fan base is mostly, like, 8th graders. It's like, oh, right, you know? Not that you ever really forget that on Deltarune Twitter. But it has never been more clear than with the recent and first controversy. And the games are awesome, and I've seen so much cool, you know, fan art, fan works. A lot of the fandom's awesome. But it's a little reminder like, ooh, yeah, I get why some people don't even fucking touch these amazing games because of what they see online. Like, ah, yes, now I remember. I'm in the eternal dilemma of, do we go restock for items? I don't think I even have the capacity to do that, so we're just gonna... Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. I guess I can do this with the rocket, and that works. Nice. Fuck it, we ball. Yeah, it's a shame Vinny will probably never play it. I saw a video, I didn't watch the video because I thought it would just be annoying, but... I saw a video the other day that was like, all the times Vinny has been, like, forced to interact with, like, Deltarune stuff. And it's a shame because, like, you know his ass would, like, if you removed all the, like, social aspect of it, if you removed, like, all the stigma that he's probably built up in his mind, and I don't mean to speak for the man, but just thinking on his tastes, he would fucking love those games. He would absolutely love, like, Undertale and Deltarune. And it's a shame. It's a shame that he's built that little psychic wall. So to speak. Wall. I'm gonna pull a classic move, and, like, I swear to God, this had better not put me here. Of all the places for this phaser to send me, I do not want to end up in this little crevasse, okay? Now we wait, and we see if that happens. Ooh. Oh, no, oh, no. There's another crevasse. There's another crevasse. Don't put me there. Ooh, just barely. Okay, thank God. Yeah, Murphy's Law, go! I wanted it. I wanted it. It would have been funny. Two? There's two fruits here? I was so baffled by the fact there's only two fruits on a big level that I almost threw. Okay, the same exact level again. There's also that perception with Undertale that, like, it's gonna be super backseat heavy. But I don't know, just, like, fucking turn off chat. I mean, he streams games, he just does Let's Plays now. Sometimes he'll just not stream a game, he'll just, like, do a recording of it. Just do that. Just do that. But this is all He'll never do it. He'll never fucking do it. Oh god. Oops. Normally you can walk on those without, like, breaking all of them, but whatever. 2 fruits again. Oof. Did you put Deltarune on emote only? No, I didn't. But also I have a considerably... Look, the bottle did the thing. Yo! I didn't, but that's because I, like, mostly, like, trust my audience, and Vinny does not trust his fucking audience because he has a huge audience. It's funny, I was watching him play the Tomodachi Life thing, and the way he talks about the Tomodachi Life streams, I mean, you would think some horrible things happened, and maybe they did, and I'm just not privy to them. But you can tell that he feels fucking rancid about the old Tomodachi Life streams. And yeah, they were like 10 years ago. And people got... My understanding is that, like, people got weird about it, right? And they got, like, parasocial and strange. But it's funny, because I feel like, genuinely, with you guys, I can, like, more or less trust you when I go, oh, you know, don't spoil shit in this game. People, like, actually won't do that. I'm very happy about the community that we've built. I like you guys. I don't know if I express this very much, but I really like you guys, and I'm glad that for the most part, we're able to, you know, I'm able to do things like just say, you know, don't fucking, like, spoil Outer Wilds DLC for me, and people will actually, like, honor that. That's kind of nice. Or, you know, there have been times in the past where I feel like people got weird about things, and I just was able to say, don't do that, and then people are very, you know, when I say it respectfully, and people respond respectfully, and that's awesome. It hasn't always been the case. I certainly haven't always been respectful, nor have I always had a totally, like, peaceful chat, but, oh, that's funny. I think over time we've developed, like, a pretty good community, and I've developed a pretty decent way of, like, handling having a community, you know? It's kind of... I've talked about it in the past, but, in a weird way that's probably, like, half cope, I'm kind of glad I don't have a huge audience, because it just seems like there's so many concessions you have to make when you have a huge audience, right? I mean, you can see some fucking grade A cringe if you watch some old VODs of mine and see the way I used to respond to, like, people getting weird about things or people backseating or whatever. But it is a skill I have developed, at the very least. Oh, that's really bad, actually. Oh wait, it's coming back. Only got one camera charge here. We're just gonna try to, like... Oh! By the way, guys, speaking of cool streamers, cool, awesome, good streamers, Illusory Wall has taken up streaming and has been streaming ridiculous Dark Souls, like, challenge runs, but they're, like... They're not, like, skill-based challenge runs, necessarily. They're, like, more focused around, like, logistics. He did a run of Dark Souls 1 mapless, where there's no map rendered, and it's just all the ground and all the, like, ladders and shit are just invisible, and all you can see is, like, enemies, and that's about it. Which is really, it was a really cool playthrough, seeing him, like, sort of solve, like, how to play it without a map, and also just use his Dark Souls, like, expertise to his advantage. But then also, more recently, he's been doing find all vagrant spawns. So there's like 50, like roughly 50 different places in the game, I think, where, or no, it's that there's a bunch of different types of vagrants, and I want to say maybe there's like 25 different spots in the game, like roughly, where vagrants can spawn, and it's like a really rare enemy type that's based in like asynchronous online elements. So he'll hold... It's something that you can't like force to spawn in your own world, but if you get like a community of people together and go, hey, everybody go to this place in the game and do these actions that spawn vagrants for other people. They basically just have like a vagrant spawning orgy, for lack of a better term. There were better terms, but I chose not to use them. You can just make this like huge vagrant party where everybody's just like 2 girls, 1 cupping vagrants back and forth onto their servers, and it's really fun. And he's been trying to find like every type of vagrant at every possible vagrant spawning location, and it's horribly slow work, but it's really interesting and funny and cool. A potluck. Gay. All the cool kids say 2 girls, 1 cupping. The worst part is that is far from the first time I've turned 2 girls, 1 cup into a verb. Again, just trying to think of how to do this, like, optimally. Honestly, we'll just take what we've got. Take what we got. Take what we got. God. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Change of plan. We're going back. We're going back and we're getting those bubbles. Compilation. Joopy compilation of 2 girls, 1 cup verbiage. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. We're not going to delete that spike ball quite yet. I'm going to wait for this thing to, like, go bounce up to the right. Oh! I was so close to it being poppable. Okay, 17, not terrible. Not good, but not terrible. Come on, go do some just freak havoc, mayhem. I'm going to go in there and cause a riot. Okay. Unbox is like, there's so much potential in Unbox to be like broken, but you have to be a master of the cosmos. I feel like you'd have to be like Master Who from Peggle to be able to truly maximize the potential of Unbox. Because it's like, you can just make those little tiny floaty boxes and then just like jump on them while propelling them forward. And it usually doesn't work, but theoretically it could work all the time if you were like good enough at it. We're just gonna, I guess, you know, it's tempting to shoot this thing with a spear, but it costs nothing to just go over here and touch it. You know, I hate to toot my own horn so much, but, like, this really is such a good game in terms of, like, it feels so good to master the physics of this game. And it's not to say that I've mastered it or anything. Oh, but, like, look at that! Like, it's so fun. Just having a really good sense for, like, how to move in this kind of, like, unconventional movement system. This is kind of pissing me off. Now, we can't actually touch the fruit with the legs. This is actually quite a delicate operation we got going here. Whatever. Oh! We've got more than enough items to work with here. Yeah, I'll just do this. Whoa. My game is good, the algorithm just hates me. See, I knew you all went on Twitter. Oh, you lied to me earlier and said, oh, nobody goes on Twitter anymore. And I see people posting, my game is good, the algorithm just hates me. I know a lot of people were like shitting on Toon Souls like a while back. And can I just be a huge hipster and say, internally, I was hating on Toon Souls so long ago. I want to say, and this is like the rudest shit ever, I'm really sorry about this if the dev, like, by random chance could ever hear this, but I want to say they, like, sent me a key or something. No, I don't think the game is even done. I don't think they sent me a key. But Toon Souls, to those of you who don't know, it's just this, like, Cuphead was popular and Dark Souls was popular, so here's my, like, shitty Cuphead Dark Souls. And they kind of made a splash on Twitter recently, and by recently I mean like a few months ago at this point, by participating in, there's these kind of, in my opinion, kind of trashy, like, indie game development and marketing trends that happen where, oh, that's a weird spot for that to be in. Oh, brother. Where they'll say these, like, mantras, there'll be, like, copy pastas that go around that say, like, my game is good, the algorithm just hates me, my game is good, the algorithm just hates me. And it's supposed to be, like, you know, this sort of commiserating indie game dev sad posting, I guess. And ooh, this is gonna be a little awkward. Nice. But the guy who develops Toon Souls posted that, and, like, everybody, for whatever reason, this, like, plenty of, honestly, shitty indie games, do that kind of thing and participate in those, like, algorithm trends, with the copy pastas. But, for whatever reason, Toon Souls just really, like, rubbed people the wrong way. And it does look like a, you know, shitty kind of soulless game, ironically. For a game with souls in the title, but it just looks like such a blatant, like, I'm mashing together two things that are popular with no consideration for actually, like, making a great game with my own, like, original ideas or anything. It just rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and I kind of get why. But I was silently and respectfully hating on Toon Souls from, like, day one, because I see so many indie games on Twitter, and I saw that one ages ago, and I was just like, oh my god, what junk. This is not gonna work out. Yeah, it's just straight up, no, yeah, no, they saw the, like, Cuphead Dark Souls, like, fan animation, and went, oh, I'm gonna, like, package that as a game that I made, basically. And then you look at the footage of the actual game, and it just looks terrible. And like all the, like, Cuphead imitators, look at this. Look at this. That's the Applejack special from Boy and His Blob. Like all the Cuphead imitators, it just has none of Cuphead's sauce. I know it's, like, probably cringe of me to be such a huge Cuphead fan, but that game genuinely was so goated. It was so well made. They cooked so fucking hard. And all the imitators just, like, don't even come remotely close. And, like, of course they don't, because the game was a extremely well made, like, labor of love that took a ton of time and money to make. It's, like, actually kind of a masterpiece. And that's why I said, you know, normally I really, trust me guys, I see a lot of, like, shitty indie games, and I hold my tongue, because indie games, they're already beset upon on all sides by criticism just for being, you know, short video games a lot of the time, like just for being indie games in general. But the Cuphead imitators, man, it's hard for me to hold my tongue on that shit because they're all so bad. Maybe there's a good one out there, but thinking of you, Enchanted Portals, thinking of you, Toon Souls, there's probably others. There's also the, did you guys see the, like, survival crafting rubber hose game? Mouse PI looks awesome. I'm actually probably going to play Mouse PI. That's an example of, like, a rubber hose game that probably has some Cuphead influence. That's probably going to be amazing. That one looks really, really good. Because guess what? They're putting the fucking effort in. What about Hollow Knight impersonators? I will probably make a, like, video about derivative indie games at some point. That's, like, one of my, like, video essay ideas, and I think I would be able to have, like, a pretty nuanced and respectful discussion while also trying not to shy away from the ugliness of, like, the world of imitator games. Because it's, you know, it's a complicated subject. You know, not every game that takes inspiration from Hollow Knight is just like a cash grab, obviously, but... Oh god, I feel sneeze. I have compiled an enormous list of games that have tons of, like, soulless imitators, basically, and Hollow Knight is definitely one of them. Oh, god, so he said, lol, he sneezed. Somebody commented... Hold on, I gotta blow my nose, and then I have a statement to make. Somebody commented on my Portal speedrun the other day. Old-ass video. They're making fun of my video for being old. I can't help it. I can't help that it was posted in, like, 2017. I'm sorry? What do you want me to say? Old-ass video. What the fuck are you talking about? I was like, what kind of insult even is that? It's an unk vid. I was like, that's such a, like, non-substantial, like, criticism to have. But also, why do I feel hurt by it? Why am I so offended? It's just funny. It cracked me the fuck up. Old ass video. Like, fuck you. But yeah, you know what's another game? Nobody ever talks about this very much. Hotline Miami has 1 billion shitty knockoffs. Oh my god, are there so many shitty Hotline Miami ripoffs? And there's some that are like, okay, but it's like, did Hotline Miami really sell that well? Or is it just like an easy type of game to make or something? That's one that's baffling, and I would love to cover that in a video essay in the future. But Hollow Knight is definitely another one of those. Hear me out, chat. Actually, cancel that bubble. See how I was able to move that bubble with another bubble? It was, look at that, that's hot. I love that. It was like an early indie hit. That was in like that wave of like Fez, Braid, you know, VVV, Super Meat Boy. I just put VVV in there to make it a little less transparently obvious that I'm just listing Indie Game the Movie games. But no, Hotline Miami was in there too. One of those early indie successes, and it was like people who just want money smelled money. XBLA type games. Old ass video. What the fuck do you mean, old ass video? Fuck you. I can't stop thinking about that. It was such a simple little takedown too. Just old ass video. I'm just praying here. Boom. Somehow that worked. Oh! Oh, go. Oh, oh. I said, oh, go. Oh, go, pogo. Oh, go, pogo. I'm not explaining that reference. If you get it, you're based. You're so fucking based. Okay, it was the Venture Brothers. It's a Venture Brothers reference. I couldn't hold it in. Old ass show. We'll boot our way across here. God, don't go find the comment. You remember how I said I can say you guys don't do something and you won't do it? Don't go find the old-ass video comment, please. All of you never seen the Venture Brothers movie? It's so good. I say that. It's not the Venture Brothers at its absolute finest, but it is good. Ooh, that was a shitty spot. I didn't really think about that. I guess we're not going to be able to... We're not going to need to make our way back anyway. But it was a fitting conclusion, a nice send-off. These are the words that you use to cope with the fact that the movie wasn't, like, the best thing ever. Ooh. Ooh, we actually can jump on that. Ooh! Ooh. No. It's fine, we can delete it. It's Season 5 Venture Brothers, so like 8 out of 10. Joopy, you think the Venture Brothers movie... First off, Joopy, you know the Venture Brothers? Based? But also, look at this. Look at how we're going to be able to do this. This is going to be fun. Just fly each one of these. The numbers work out perfectly. God's plan. Joopy, you've seen the Venture Brothers, and also, Joopy, you think Season 5 is mid? Get off my TL. I'm crying. I'm literally crying. I had no idea you were a Venture Brothers super fan. I really like Season 5. I think that's like some of the best. It's worse compared to all the others. That's crazy. You don't fuck with no what color is your clean suit? You don't fuck with no the Doctor is Sin? I don't think the Doctor is Sin is Season 5, actually. Look at this. This is blob slop right here. What a nerd that I am that I know what all these different blobs do. No, I know. You said 8 out of 10, and then I'm accusing you of saying it's mid. That's bad internet etiquette right there. Why did I not go back and grab another thing before doing this? Too late now. He's speaking in riddles. It's episode titles, guys. Come on. I'm just gonna do this. Oh. There's a certain bounciness that comes with attaching a gear to something that is composed of multiple physics objects glued together. It gets a very springy quality. You can make that jump, but I'm just gonna be safe. Why did I do that? Why did I press that button just then? The music in this level, for just a second, made me think that End Times was about to start playing from Outer Wilds. Is the game, like, loud enough for you guys? Should I turn it up? I'm turning it up a little bit. Real slopheads just watch everything on autoplay. Yes, well, I watched Venture Brothers on Watch Cartoon Online. On an iPod, I think. Originally. I've watched it, you know, numerous times other ways since, but I had to care really hard about the episode titles because my internet connection was really poor, and for whatever reason, certain episodes just wouldn't play at certain times. So I actually, the first time I watched Venture Brothers, I watched it like out of order because there were certain episodes that just wouldn't like work. I couldn't like get them to play. So I really thoroughly internalized the episode names because of that. We got lots of flies here. Oh, okay, it's fine. We can try that again at no cost, really. Frog in a bog. Anyone else think there's a lot of flies in here? Cool. Ooh. Damn. Frog in a bog. We quit out one frame before those flies got sent to oblivion. Oh! We're just gonna let this thing do its thing for a little bit before we advance. Guys, what if I've actually been LARPing Venture Brothers this whole time? I've never watched it. I just like hear other people reference it. Not scientifically possible. Oh. Can be done. Nice. Legs as an item always just makes me super nervous. I just always feel like I'm on the verge of like detaching. For whatever reason. Joopy, the exit portal sound is pissing you off? Pissing you off. Well, next time I get the cocoon item, I'll be sure to do the audio bug that makes that sound play over and over again and then stay on that screen for like 20 minutes. That sound good to you? That's so mean. Look at that. That looked like a simple maneuver, but that's the type of shit you only pull if you got like 65 hours in Moselina, minimum. Okay, let's all sing along here. She's on the wall. Ooh, that's gonna be weird. Hear me out. Nice. Oh, I was so distracted by my own aptitude that I died. Ah! Do you have 65 hours in feeling sunlight on your skin? I got distracted again. No. No, I do not. Gotta think very carefully about how I'm gonna do this. I think this'll work out. Yeah. Because I needed to position this rune in such a way that it would be above, like, the portal or that ledge while I was near this spike thing, because I actually had no other way of killing myself there. Sex with a man. It's just what chat's, for some reason, saying. Before that fly dies and that thing comes crushing down back onto me. Uh-oh. Unbox, so useless, honestly. Like, it's not actually useless, but, like, it's pretty useless. It's, like, gotta be one of the worst items. It's good. It can be, you know, it can be used to achieve similar effects to, like, delete. It's basically, like, worse delete in a lot of ways, but also it has a little bit of special sauce that delete doesn't have. But, like, it's also worse than delete. Oh. Oh, that could have been so hot. It was still pretty cool, but... like, that shit could have been hot. Could have been hot. Oh, don't knock that back. No, it was about to fall off, and then you knocked it back. You knocked back a big fucking cold one. Uh-oh. No. No, I don't think so. Oh. No. Well, you know... I might be, like, regressing at this point. Whoa. Wait, no. Okay. God, I wonder if there's any, like, hokey shit that you can do with that interaction, actually. Between two gloves. Now I must try this. Let's just do that. These two berries off to the side are gonna be a real pain in my keister. Old-ass video. It's just funny that, like, just the, like, mildest comment can feel so incendiary for no reason. Like, that guy he probably didn't even mean anything by it. That's the thing. It's funny because that jizz on the wall, that mix, it's got like a, I think it's like a Justin Bieber feature on like someone else's song. I don't remember what the actual artist is. But that song, if you listen to the original song, it has a YouTube poop-ish quality to it. And that's not to say like a poor quality, just like the lyrics, they do that, whoa, whoa, they do that same kind of shit. I think Donkey Kong does it better, though. Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, no more fucking around. No more fucking around. Oh. Buh. Oh, that's just stuck there? Cool. Tell you what. Look at that. What a game. What a beautiful game. Oh. Uh-oh, no. I keep saying uh-oh. Uh-oh, like I'm the fucking go back key in Kid Picks. Ooh. I didn't think I would be able to jizz my way up this wall. Maybe I can't. Let's just hit him with one of these. Nice. Same music. The track did not change between the two levels, and it didn't even reset. It just kept going from the same point. This is a bit tricky. I'm going to pull one of these maneuvers. Nice. You know, just one of those. This moment is screaming out for a starfish usage. Hit him with the old chocolate starfish, you know what I mean? Oof. DLSS5 Moselina. What? Why did multiple people say that? What are you talking about? Is that some of the music? Look at all these delightful purple items. So we got 3. Where are the other ones? They're off to the right here. Ooh. Oh, what would be like the clone? The idea for like a clone of Moselina, I see. Yeah, that would require Moselina to be like really popular, unfortunately. And that shit just ain't happening. I was pretty excited when Northern Lion played it, and he was like, "Oh, this game might." All his videos about it were like, "Oh, this game might be the GOAT," and then my slow fading into realizing that he's just in his era where he calls everything the GOAT. Basically, he just says that about like every video game that he plays. Yeah, and he never touched it again. And, you know, not for nothing, not to complain about, like, Vinesauce's streaming habits, because like, I don't really watch him that much anymore, but I watched him play Moselina very happily, and he said, oh, you know, if there's maybe, like, a content update, I might come back to it. And then there was a huge content update, but he never came back to it. Probably because nobody fucking even, like, told him. I bet he doesn't even know. Oh, really? Like, if you go, like, Northern Lion... has he been uploading recently? I know he, like, went on a break from streaming, and the Northern Lion fan base went insane. But if you go to his channel right now... hold on. You could probably find on the first page of results a video of him saying something is the GOAT. Let's just go, and I'm not going to scroll down, just first page. If it's not on the first page, I'd rescind my bid. Alright? No, it's all Slay the Spire, so that doesn't really work. Damn. This is like not during a period where he's uploading a bunch of videos about a variety of games, so it doesn't work. That's a shame. Alright, now I'm scrolling down and doing Control F GOAT and seeing how many times he's said it in recent memory. Pinpoint might be the GOAT. They brought back the GOAT. Hold on, their co-op is this goated. Snobber is my GOAT. 1 PM is seriously goated, though. That's just in, like, the first couple pages. He says it a lot. I mean, dude uploads, like, 5 times a day. Whoa. I was just, like, scrolling. I have this, like, really cool mouse that, like, is capable of scrolling really fast. And, like, sustaining the same scroll speed over a long period of time. Going to Northern Lion's channel and using that scroll effect on his... Can I just show you guys this? Check out this crazy rolling shutter effect that goes on with his face. It's only... Look at that. Look at that. That's like those animations where the thing, like, spins around and it, like, creates the illusion of animation. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? There's, like, a crazy, like, rolling shutter effect that goes on. Look at that. This is actually kind of nuts. Whoa. Whoa! Okay, I'm done. Look, speaking of, like, the fucking XBLA era of indie games, look at this shit. I just noticed that. It's like half the games that I mentioned when we were talking about that. That's so fucking funny. How has he never changed his profile picture from this shit-ass drawing in all these years? Like, I haven't changed my profile picture in ages, but that's because it's, like, a good drawing. I don't know why I'm so entranced by this. Anyway. Yes, Scribblenauts being on there is really funny. Like, did he play Scribblenauts? I saw a clip the other day, actually. I was watching Illusory Wall videos, and I saw a clip that's, like, from one of his old streams. It was, like, him... It was NL, like, streaming Dark Souls. His fucking tuber voice is so funny, man. He used to have a really intense, like, YouTuber voice. And now he basically... I mean, he doesn't talk like a normal person, but... His voice has, the tuberiness has subsided a lot. Will this work? I've never actually tried to use... Oh my god. Fly on honey. Of course it works. You get more flies with honey, but you also get more honeys being fly. Also, jar of fly honey. Lots of things to consider here. We can just unbox those fuckers. Gotta be careful to not also unbox the ground that you're standing on when you do that. Two flies, one jar? No. No. Don't think so, no. I do feel like every time I interact with something old now, I'm gonna be like, old-ass game. Under my breath. Oh. Mild miracle that I survived as long as I did there. This level has confused me for a very long time. Sometimes I am able to jump up the side of this block here, and sometimes I'm not. And I feel like my track record for doing it is like way lower than it used to be. Like, I used to do it like half the time I played this level. Now, there is a certain amount of when you fall from a high height and jump instantly, you like get a better jump. Your jump, like you bounce off the ground a tiny bit. But I even using that to my full advantage, I just can't get this to work. And like, I know I have tools, but like, look at that. That should have worked. That should have worked. I was mashing jump there. Like, come on. Like, I swear there's like footage of me being able to do that. But I just can't anymore. I wonder if there was some tiny tweak that was made. But you can tell, like, there's no anti-aliasing on this bitch. You can tell that it's at a slight angle still. But I can't, like, I lost the sauce. I lost the ability to do it for some reason. There's 4. There's one over there. This is a pretty crazy formation. I've talked about this in the past. Look at this. This is a pretty good use of this. It's relatively easy to move horizontal space in this game, but vertical space is where it gets fucked up. Like, levels where you have to go up multiple times, they can be tricky, because while a lot of items are suited to going up, it's like going up and down is usually when you're going to be expending the most resources. Ooh, that was kind of fun, but like, I kind of fucked it up. I didn't like jump in time. There we go. Help me! Release me! Spoo. Just gonna do this. Not like we're gonna backtrack back to there. Ooh. There's another fruit over there. Looks like the same like boss formation that we had in that other level where I was waffling about various things. You guys ever look up blue waffle? The internet's been so in-shitified, I bet if you look up blue waffle, you won't even find fucking blue waffle anymore. And that's sad. Whoa. That is an interaction I've never seen before. Huh. Oh yeah, no, bring it over here. Ooh. Tricky. I don't think we're gonna be able to do this. Come on, come over here. Damn it. Well, whatever, there's more Instaboxes down here, so we can just do this. I love that, like, refill block just floating in the darkness. I remember, wasn't there, like... There was a bit in, like, the first Percy Jackson book. Was it pancakes or waffles? It was some, like, little quirk of, like, Percy Jackson and his mom, his, like, single mom, that they, like, make blue food for each other. It's just, like, an inside joke that they have. It's, like, a cute little character quirk. And doesn't he mention eating, like, blue waffles at one point? Or am I crazy? It was pancakes? I can't believe you remember that. Old-ass book. So they hate pancakes? I knew you guys were fucking Twitter brain rotted. You can't hide it from me. You wish Percy Jackson had the spotlight over Harry Potter because it had the actual sauce. Is that true? I mean, I don't know. Have any of us really gone back and read the Percy Jackson books in recent memory? I mean, real question. Has anybody done that? Like, are they actually good? Because I feel like young audience books, they tend not to hold up. That's the thing is, like, J.K. Rowling's a huge bitch, so, like, everybody hates on Harry Potter, but, other young audience books, young adult, sort of novels, a lot of them don't really hold up. Hunger Games? Yikes. Fucking yikes. Fucking Fablehaven? I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know if it was good, because I liked it so much. Fuck you. Bouncy. Oh. Duh, I wanted to touch it. I had such a traumatizing experience going back and watching Teen Titans and Avatar: The Last Airbender that it kind of put me off, like, nostalgia gooning about stuff from my teen years. Why would I say nostalgia gooning? Why would I say that? I have a super distinct memory of a moment in Fablehaven, which was in the first book. There's a part where it's revealed that there's like a twist villain, basically. And the main character is this girl named, I think Kendra was her name? And there's a moment where it's like, this person who she thought was an ally and a friend, it's like she goes through some, like, horrible, like, stressful event, and this person who she thought was, like, an ally is like, oh, you just need some rest, you know, drink up, I gave you some warm milk. Here's some warm milk, it'll put you right to sleep. And there's a little passage in that book that talks about, where Kendra just talks about how fucking potent the warm milk was at, like, getting her to go to sleep. Fuck. And I remember when I first read that book, it was read to me by my 6th grade teacher in elementary school, Mr. Whittemore, I believe was his name. And when he was reading that, I said out loud, I was like, oh my god, she got drugged. And there was another kid in the class that was like, shh, spoilers! And they had read the book, and I hadn't read the book, but I picked up from context clues in 6th grade that the passage was talking about the kid getting drugged and getting put, like, you know, put to sleep medically through, you know, not just warm milk. And I felt so proud of myself. I was like, I haven't read the book. I just made an inference, bitch. Old ass story. I felt so cool. Ooh, I wonder if this will do anything. Ooh, nice. Okay, good. Sometimes you can just launch a vaporize at the problem and it'll just get solved. Old ass video. Nice. Milk. I see a free fruit, I grab it. I kind of want to fuck around with the, like, glove jank that we brushed up against earlier. That thing that happened with the boot, by the way, unimitable. I bet I could never recreate that if I tried 1,000 times. That's a fun trick. Wow, fun, good. Sorry, I had to take a break to mute and cough a bunch. I got sick recently, and it's one of those sicknesses that felt like it left a permanent mark on my body. Which is a shame, I hate it when that happens. Jizz on the wall. This beautiful music reminds me of other beautiful things in my life, like jizz on the wall. I've had trouble with, like, bronchitis in the past, and I've gone to the doctor and they've been like, here, huff this fucking tube for, like, 5 minutes. Just, like, chief on this shit. And, it's like a stimulant and it'll, like, heal your throat somewhat. And, I kind of want to, like, I want to go back to the doctor, like, itching my collar and being like, hey, you got any more of that stuff? Because that was a while ago, and I feel like my... You gotta give me another hit, man! Can I, like, mobilize this by punching it? Shit. Well, now there's a goddamn stupid fist in the way. I can! Nice, I've never really used that for that purpose. Funny seeing a segment of plant that's, like, grayed out like that, but still moving. Oh boy. This is one of the worst sets of items you could possibly ask for in this game. And that's not to say it's unusable, but it's just one of the worst possible sets. Oh! It's okay. Ladder has a tiny bit of gravity to it, so even if it happens very slowly, it will come back down. Chill on my goat, Clamp. Clamp is your fucking goat. Also, chill on my goat. I really thought I was going to be able to make that jump, honestly. I really, genuinely did. Clamp is probably my bottom one, honestly. Name a worse item. I'm not trying to be rude, just, like, let's all actually have a discussion about this. What could possibly be worse? I don't think Unbox is worse, personally. Cell? Nah, you sleeping on Cell. They call that a sleeper cell. Like, Unbox is bad. Don't get me wrong. But, Clamp? Like, fucking Clamp, man? No, Clamp can be useful. It's just got so many drawbacks where other items do... It's one of those ones that's just straight outclassed by so many other items. Same problem as Unbox, really. It's fine, I can survive this. Somebody said, like, Cocoon confuses and angers me. It's one of those ones that's a little tricky to, like, get used to, but once you get used to it, it is very, very useful. It's one of the better ones. What's the best item? Butterfly is up there. In my opinion, Gun is up there. Most of the teleportation ones are, IMO near the top of the list. I honestly, Cell, I know I'm not saying this because someone else was like shit-talking Cell earlier, but Cell is like one of the most, it's just got so much utility if used correctly. And again, you know, with a theoretical like best Moselina player of all time that isn't me, you could do some crazy shit with Unbox. All this was very stupid. I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, delete is also really good. Oh, wait. Platform across these. No. Okay. There are little spots on those little femtonil platforms where you can safely jump. It would have been so pogged. What? Here, you're behaving strangely. Oh god. Just gonna go fast. Sometimes that's all you need. Really hoping there's some spears over here. Nope. This little formation right here is one of the biggest problems that you can encounter. Just requires a lot of resources to get through, usually. Yeah, it's like all the teleport ones. I would say Starfish is like not as good. Starfish you can also do some crazy fucking tech with. There are a bunch of crazy interactions that you can do with Starfish and fruits. If you launch Starfish at a fruit at just the right angle, you can sometimes do some really crazy maneuvers where you make the fruit fly across the screen and like bring the starfish with it without actually proccing the starfish's effect. It's another one that's like the theoretical like best use case. It's like, yeah, it's like technically the best item, but for my skill level it's like not quite as good as Phaser or Butterfly. Honestly, I think Butterfly's still the best in the game, but Gun's pretty close too. Gun just has a very controllable, you know, you can delay it, you can bounce it off of things, you can jizz on the wall. It's got so much utility for that one teleport, and also it's kind of like Fox and Falco's Shine, where it's like it has so many amazing properties, and also it reflects projectiles. You know, it's a similar kind of thing where it's like, oh yeah, and the thing it's actually unique for is also good, I guess. This was bad. Bad demonstration. Are you in the Dunning-Kruger Valley of Moselina? Is that when you think you're really good at something and you're actually bad at it, or when you think you're really bad at something but you're actually good at it? I honestly forget. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, good. That was a pretty crazy... Did you guys see that shit? The valley is like being good, but not a master. I see. Yeah, there's definitely better. I joke, but there's definitely better Moselina, like, tech skillers than me. Axarity is, like, I think world record holder on a bunch of things. And I've seen some other people do... People make, like, Kaizo Moselina levels, basically. Oh! Let me just delete all these platforms for you. Okay. Well, it's a good thing we got some really good items to do this level with. Oh, close. Shoes on the wall. I don't think I needed to actually use that. Double butterfly. Let's just say I'm grinning. Oh! Did not mean to shoot that way. That's fine. Butterfly is the goat. Only professional players will know why I cackled there. Give me a second. Oh. Alright, the goal with this level is to beat it without using Cocoon, so I can piss off Joopy. By using Cocoon into the... It's gonna be tricky. We got 11 streak on the line for doing this. Oh, no! Damn it! Fuck! Absolutely fine. I never had a doubt in my mind that I would live in that moment. I never doubted it. Whew, that looked like it hurt. Joopy isn't even, like, here. That's a shame. Oh, this is useful. I like Curse, too. Curse is pretty good. Because you can just pop it and then just stock up on items. It's great for big levels. And I think, like, in my tier list, just because I'm so raw random oriented, it's like items that help in big levels are very valuable. Oh no! That was so bad, it like dragged me into the pit. I was ready for anything, but I didn't have ground under my feet. I'm so sorry if I'm late, but the succulent Chinese meal speech was just added to Australia's National Film and Sound Archive. That's nuts. You want to know something weird? So, Bella and I have some friends who have a baby. They're a couple and they have a baby. And sometimes we hang out with this fucking baby. And the mom of the baby is obsessed with getting these, like, custom-made onesies that have, like, memes on them. And one of them says, succulent Chinese meal on it. And they'll, like, take, like, you know, pictures of their kid wearing these stupid fucking onesies and presumably, like, save them and put them in there's a scrapbook. And I'm imagining this kid, when they grow up, they're gonna be looking through their childhood memories, and they're gonna be like, why the fuck do I have a onesie that says succulent Chinese meal on it? What the fuck is this? They're gonna be so confused. It's like, what a deranged thing. And they were like, we just had them over the other day, and they were like brainstorming ideas for new ones, and they were like, what about like Burger King foot lettuce? And I was like, don't get a fucking onesie for your kid that says Burger King foot lettuce, please. Ah! I tried to do the like swag thing again, where you confidently jump off the thing with one of those like no-touch jumps, and then I just died. I'm getting a little too big for my britches here. I like bounce jump off that. Nice. Crazy tech. Crazy tech. And then actually just kind of curious what happens if I do this. Okay, it squishes the fucking berry. Makes sense to me. Can I like knock it out of there and make the boot grow to its full length? No. Maybe yank it out with clamp? No, this would require clamp to be useful or good. It reminds me of that, in the old apartment. This was the one that, like, when I was doing, like, fucking drunk Pikmin and shit. First, like, share house I ever lived in. They had a cat and a dog. And the dog was, like, the most scrawny, like, flea-bitten piece of shit I'd ever seen in my life. And the cat was just this huge, fat, like, overfed, like, lazy cat that usually had, like, they would, like, shave the cat, and I don't know why. It was, like, I think, you know, whoever owned it didn't have the money to take it to, like, a professional groomer, so they would just, like, give it a buzz cut every once in a while, and it looked ridiculous. The cat had a shirt with a picture of the dog on it. And for so long, I saw the cat wearing this, like, it looked like a plain white t-shirt for a cat. And for the longest time, I didn't really think about it. And then there was this one time, the cat, like, laid on its back and exposed its belly. And I was like, why is there a picture of the shitty dog on the shitty cat's t-shirt? Who did this? Why would you ever do this? It's one of the most, like, am I awake moments of my entire life. Like, how baffling. Well, this is a stupid idea, right? Yep. I want to say I even took a picture. I probably have a picture of that cat with the weird shirt somewhere. This is a pretty tricky start. How the fuck did my dumb ass get 50? I can't believe it. Usually the way I play this game is I'll boot it up for like 20 minutes. And it's usually like the first couple of runs that I do. I should have tried shooting the starfish at the berry. Are usually the best ones, and then I like get worse. My skills like atrophy over time. Yep, like that. Levels completed 0. That's how you know you're doing good. What is this Japet tutorial? What are these items? These are the tutorial items. I believe. I don't believe. Oh. Send the picture to Joopy later? Joopy's not gonna make a fucking edit of this. Joopy hates Moselina. Did you guys know this? Joopy doesn't fuck with Moselina. A little bit of drama for you there. Oh! I like this boss stage. It's just such an audacious gap in the level. It's like, yep, get across that, asshole. Ooh, that's not gonna touch the fruit, is it? No! I wanted it to touch the fruit so badly. is that tentacle? Stupid is what that tentacle is. Oh, if I had timed it perfectly, I would have still lost because I didn't have any more items left. It was all my own doing, though. These have all been quite solvable. I just am being stupid. Maybe it's time to stop. Ooh, perfect. Give it a header. I'm gonna do one of these. There's also some crazy shit, tech skill-wise, that you can do with the water bottle and the backflip. I'm not a backflip gamer. I just don't play with it. Because it kind of just, I mean, backflip is something you can do at any time, and it's, like, better than some items. So, like, it's just hard to imagine that that's balanced, and, you know, Stuffed Wombat feels the same way. Ah. That's why the director's cut update happened. Oh. Okay, that's a nice position to freeze that block in. Good shit. Old ass video. I still can't get over it. I can't believe they said that. Well, that was a horrible bamboo. One of the worst Ricka-bamboos of my whole life. It's a good thing we have delete to potentially carry us through this travesty. Uh-oh. That was stupid. Whatever. Oh. That's interesting, I guess. Doesn't really change my approach, though. Ooh. I was kind of hoping this would, like, go away with that so I could read. Okay, I should probably go soon. I gotta go to the fucking doctor, man. I gotta get that, because I have this inhaler. My inhaler's got 27 charges left, and I'm supposed to use it, like, several times a day. 2 puffs each. That shit's gonna run out real quick. And then I'm gonna be coughing. But what I really want that fucking tube that they gave me that one time. That shit was awesome. It was like instant relief, and it actually like lasted too, which was... that's not something you see in medicine very much, is it? Instant relief. Instant lasting relief. Oh, I didn't get a fruit. I missed one. It's fine. We can use that spike as a platform. No. Fuck you. What do you mean you're rolling now? You weren't rolling before. Fuck you. Okay, new plan. New impossible plan. It's really hard to push honey up and over a ledge like that, just from the way honey works. Okay. I didn't gasp. You gasped. Biff. Oh, I can use my favorite strat here. I love this strat. That's such a fun interaction. Oh! Ow. Scary. Took a bit of a brash move there, and now we don't have any legs to stand on. We can probably work it out. John Lennon in 1971. It's a Paul song, right, isn't it? Oh, well, okay, I guess I'll go fucking cry. Great. We can work it out. What even album is We Can Work It Out on? It's gotta be an early one, right? Is that on Help? I'm a fake Beatles fan. When was We Can Work It Out? What is, what album is that off? Can someone look that up? Rubber Soul? Oh, yeah, that sounds right. It's one of the less Rubber Soul sounding Rubber Soul songs. Rubber Soul has such a distinct vibe. This is oaky. It's an oaky album. And I'm not just saying that because Norwegian would. Ah! I was so convinced that I was wasting my time like a fucking dumbass there. But then it worked out. We can work it out. Rubber Soul is like secretly one of the best Beatles albums. You don't hear it talked about too much by anyone but Beatles fans. But Beatles fans, I think we know. It's like some of the best. Some of the best. Just plain and simple. That was hot. I remember there was a period of time where I was playing like Moselina with some friends, just casually, like when I went over to their house, which is awesome. That should happen at every house. Oof. And I remember I was so like effective at using Impulse that I got the item banned. And it's kind of like, you know, there's one fruit here. I can't believe I lived there. It kind of like, I feel a sinister pleasure from getting an item banned from using it too well. Absolutely no disrespect, but I was like, yes. Did you guys, like, fucking see that, by the way? Did you see how I survived those insane, ominous spike balls? That shit was nuts. That was also kind of nuts. There's a new Moselina update out that's supposed to be nuts. Ay. Cringe. I think we're gonna do this. Oh shit. Oh fuck, I cameraed that. I'll just use a gear to get myself out of this situation. Well, now we're back at square one, kinda. Just gonna do that. And then let that fall. Oopla. I'm just gonna ditch the fish. Hate to use a jellyfish like that, because they're oh so cute. And they're also very useful, but... I'm doing it! I tried to jump out of it, but it didn't work. I just did it wrong. That was like a tiny microcosm of the type of shenanigans that can happen with starfish and fruit. Ooh. I feel nothing. Oh! I feel something. I feel cold. Captain Barbosa when he dies, but he also gets the brief joy of experiencing human feeling one last time before cold darkness envelops his soul. Oh, a little bit of lag there. Is everything okay? Moselina never lags. That was weird. Scary. You guys peeped that new Jenny Nicholson video? Speaking of Captain Barbosa. It was good. It wasn't like my absolute favorite thing of hers, but it was good. Oh. Brother, this guy stinks! Oh! Oh, fuck you! Why is it lagging? Why is the game lagging? Well, at least it's not above the spikes anymore. That much is true. Fucking new-ass video. I probably could have just got this with the bottle, but I'll be safe. Oh, is that actually gonna fall? Nice. Perfect. God, and that was only the third level. Sometimes when I get a really clutch save like that, I'm like, oh, I forgot, like, how far am I into this particular run? And then it turns out, not very. This is fucked. This is so fucked. If I had 2 items that could warp me, I could do it, but as it stands, I only have 1. I'll tell you what. There is a possible action to be taken here. No. I was like, I can use the shifter to, like, lift it out of the hole. But no. I don't even know if it would have worked in the best of circumstances, but I certainly didn't do perfect. I think Jenny Nicholson's really good at striking that balance between, like, there's a lot of stuff on YouTube that's like, look at this bad piece of media, I'm gonna shit all over it, you know, like AVGN type shit. And those can feel so, like, callous and so mean and so, like, shitty and overly simplistic. But I think Jenny Nicholson does a good job of keeping respect for, like, the humans that made a thing, while also being able to, like, poke fun at the thing. Which I think is a really nice quality for a video essayist to have. Also, can I just say, it fucking blows my mind how many Patreon subs she has. Like, holy shit, she's got a lot. Maybe her, like, system is different. You know, maybe it's, like, even people who donate just, like, $1 get onto that list at the end of her videos. But do you see how long her fucking Patreon... She, like, mogs my Patreon credits. Not in, you know, quality, but in terms of, like, how many. I'm just astounded. Like, she's great. She's good at what she does, but, that's just a lot of Patreon. She must be making money, hand over fist. Yeah, the Evermore video is classic. That was stupid, because it's just gonna roll right back. Oh, dear. We're just gonna get out of dodge and let that thing fall to its death. But what the hell are we gonna do? I guess we got fish. Fish is good. Build some, like... Oh, that was bad. That could have been worse. Build some paths there and just get rid of camera. Yeah, I'll just shit that thing over there. Maybe it'll help. I don't know. Rune is a good, like, escape option. I think this should be good. How many hours I got in this game? Over 100 for sure. I don't remember. I haven't checked in a while. I've been singing the praises of Butterfly, but we haven't even really seen it used that much this stream. But it is good. Let me check. Uh, 218 at present. Ooh. 218 hours. Not, nothing to sneeze at. This will probably be my last run. My throat is getting bad. I mean, I got a fucking... Hold on. Goo. I got an inhaler. He's just LARPing it. Yep. Notorious Moselina LARPer. Four pomegranates. We're just gonna leave those over there. There's a lot going on in this level that I don't presently see. You see that, by the way? Cell haters, take notes. That was a bad use of curse, I think. Oh, what's that? Another use of cell? Are you gonna... What the fuck? Are you gonna be able to fit through that little gap? Good. Oh. Don't escape the radius. Okay. Levels like this don't even register to me as a threat. I'll just use stepladder over here. Because, like, it's fucking stepladder, am I right? Shit. Stepladder you can actually use to, like, fly. It's actually way better than ladder. And, like, it's not even that difficult to do compared to some other crazy tech skill things in this game. Might as well if we can get a free refill. It's one of the benefits of camera. By the way, guys, go check out the newest video by Big Deuce. And maybe you'll find a little cameo that you may find exciting. That I have it on good authority that it came out today. All the gaming we've done in this level, and I don't actually think I'm going to be able to win. My only hope is to do like this. And then use these boxes to get across. Damn it. Okay, I should probably go. I have to pee a lot, too. I have to pee a lot. It's like I really have to pee. I guess the quantity is implied, but it really made it sound like I'm saying, like, I have a lot of pee in me, which is just a grosser way to say it. I don't know why I did that like that. I'm sorry. Now back to... Okay, so I scrolled a bunch more on Northern Line's, like, YouTube page. I wonder if it actually, like, sometimes Control F doesn't, like, work properly on pages that have a bunch of shit loaded, because it culls it when you're, like, not near it. But let's just... I'm gonna Control F goat. 13. That's fewer than I was expecting, honestly. Are we gonna be able to get back to, like, the Moselina videos? Like, only 13, it's kind of low, unironically. No, he posts so much. He posts so fucking much. Like, multiple videos a day. That's nuts to me. Usually 2 videos a day, it seems, on average. That's a crazy amount to just put out. And I mean, the editing is, like, non-existent. But, you know, he's pretty good. He's good at filling, like, dead air. Like, he doesn't... He's always fucking talking. So it's like he needs editing less, but it is kind of jarring sometimes the way a video will just start or end, like, mid-word. he's just like, cut it there, whatever. It's kind of funny. All right, are we rating anybody? I thank you for joining me for this little Moselina indulgence today. What if we search Moselina and see if anybody else is streaming this? No, of course not. It would have been so cool, though. Anzan was streaming it 18 hours ago. That's funny. He hasn't streamed it in a while. I still check the Moselina category, like, a lot. But I almost never see people streaming it. Well, I don't see anybody to raid. So I might just take my leave. But thanks for hanging out. This was fun. It was fun talking about Twitter and jizz. Hold on. Speaking of other streamers, this is what Vinny always does. He always ends the stream with, like, a sound bite. Maybe I should do that. Maybe that will launch me into greater popularity that I don't want. I would take a little bit more popularity if I got, like, more money out of it, but not that much. All right. If you want to see this, by the way, just go on Twitter and search "Jizz on the Wall." I don't think it's on YouTube. All right. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go cough and pee. Don't do it at the same time, though. Cough then pee, or pee and then cough. The more you know.